What's up? Back at you, ladies and gentlemen, with an update on the Cwecwe case. We're going to be listening to a video just dropped by ENCA. It says, police update on Cwecwe. There we are.
Thank you very much, Kamu. My greetings to the Deputy Ministers, Deputy Minister Washelo, Deputy Minister Matatiele. My greetings to the National Commissioner, General Masimula, Deputy National Commissioner Mosikidi, who is here, and other generals that are with us this morning. My greetings to you. Our apologies for the short delay. We convened this briefing for the sole purpose of updating the nation, and I must say at this point we are thankful that you came. But apart from the nation, that will include everybody who is concerned about this matter of a young child from Matatiele and the circumstances around her. Of course, we have to say this upfront, that the matter is a sensitive one, that it includes a minor, 9-year-old child. And of course, we acknowledge the concerns that have been shown by the public in the last few days on the matter, and we will handle the matter accordingly as a sensitive matter involving the minor. Now, when this matter came to our attention at head office, that is above the police station, above the area where it happened, and finally landed on us through the mother of the child sometime earlier this year, we decided to send a warrant officer who is attached to the minister, just to go there in person and hear her out face to face, because we picked it up right then that it was a sensitive matter and that she was raising a number of concerns. Now, when they came back, the initial report indicated that this is a matter that actually happened in October last year, where following what concerned the parents of the child, they proceeded to open a case, and this was followed by the examination of the minor by relevant people, a medical doctor and a social worker. And according to procedure, the people, that is the IO, the investigating officer handling the matter, proceeded with the docket to the senior state prosecutor. And once the prosecutor had familiarized themselves with or had read the content, they declined to prosecute. Now, they cited insufficient evidence. By then, it was November. Now,
there was a decline to prosecute. Note.
One of the conclusions that we had reached when we received the report, of course, was that while on one hand the docket could have been handled differently, but it was showing elements of a complex case. And one of the reasons why we're saying so is that there are no witnesses on the case. In other words, as the matter continued to play in the public and the investigations continued up to the time when the docket was taken to the prosecutor, it wasn't accompanied with witness as would be the case in a normal case. But then there was a decision that the matter should be handled by a brigadier so that they would apply their mind better than the initial investigating officer because of the reasons that I've cited. And we were looking forward at that time that perhaps at that stage the docket could be improved, because there was no doubt that something had gone wrong with the child, even at that stage. Now, after the handling of the matter by various officers, as indicated, is one critical aspect which has continued to present a serious challenge, adding to the complexity of the matter, is that of the DNA. DNA is critical when these matters of this nature are handled right from the beginning. Now, DNA testing was done on the victim as per procedure, and the outcome of those who were dealing with the matter was that no foreign DNA could be found on the victim. But in the course of time, there were
So I did ask the question previously, was there DNA on the child 2 days after the day of the alleged incident? And if people were asking for the principal's DNA sample, were they trying to link him with what DNA sample found on the girl?
3 persons of interest who emerged. Now, that then required further DNA testing to be done, so that whatever would be gleaned, whatever information would be gleaned from the DNA testing on the persons of interest could help in the case. Now, as a means of ensuring that the investigation is handled with necessary expertise, and capacity. The National Commissioner deployed a Major General, Cwecwe, the head of the Family Violence, Child Protection and Sexual Offences Unit at head office, to go down to Matatiele to lead the team that was already dealing with the matter, with a number of people, and in this instance, 2 colonels that would assist her in the further investigation of the matter. What has since become clear since they started is that the investigation generally followed the correct processes, but of course with challenges present, as I've indicated. That this is a case without witnesses, and it's a case involving a minor, and it's a case where DNA, crucial as it would be, but it wouldn't be comprehensive and get completed, in the sense that you wouldn't be able to do the necessary procedural comparisons.
So, finding somebody guilty by DNA, which is the gold standard, that's the best way to convict somebody. That gold standard, if it was available, that comparing of DNA, if there was DNA available, would have made this a slam dunk. But because there's none, it has poured quite a lot of water to what could be done to put somebody behind cell doors.
Now, the track record of our family violence child protection units remains commendable, with more than 35,500 GBVNF suspects arrested in the last 2 years. During the same period, 4,500 accused persons were convicted and are serving time in prison for GBVNF. And I must mention that even at that time, during those last 3 months of last year, there were a number of other cases that were emerging all over in Limpopo and in Mpumalanga that required the same team to do investigations. And what I'm indicating here is that the unit is hard at work on these similar cases, which is a reflection of a worrying trend in the country, with the cases of GBVNF seemingly increasing. Of course, this indeed must illustrate the seriousness of which the figures above, with which the SAPS are treating these cases. Now, 660 of these suspects have received, in the period, life imprisonment. It is worth noting that this past week alone, 259 rape suspects were arrested. The majority of them, 95 of these arrests were made in KwaZulu-Natal. This week, we've also welcomed the arrest of a 58-year-old male educator on Monday, to be specific, Monday afternoon, on the 31st of March 2025, for an alleged rape incident of a 13-year-old female learner in the Capricorn district in Limpopo. The educator has appeared in court and is facing charges of rape, or a charge of rape. In another rape of a minor, a 79-year-old man was arrested on Sunday, 30th of March 2025, at Corndale Trust in Akonhoek, after allegations that he raped a 14-year-old child. 14. From where we sit, we are concerned, very much concerned, and we understand the pain and anger that this incident or these incidents caused or cause, including this one in Matatiele. It's no longer a matter of the victim or of the family. It's not even a matter of Matatiele or the Eastern Cape. It is quite far bigger than that, and it is far more serious from where we sit on a national scale. This is a matter that transcends individual tragedy, and we acknowledge the deep emotional impact it has had on all of us. However, I must stress that due to the sensitive nature of this case in particular that is important, and the investigations that are ongoing, we can't go on at this stage to disclose all the details because they will interfere with the investigations that are currently going on and are reaching what we consider to be a very sensitive stage. And we're hoping that very soon we will get to conclude the whole matter.
So we will have another update. In this one, he will be KG.
Still complex as it is, as I indicated at the beginning. Now, Ministry of SAPS and SAPS as a whole, including the relevant units, are committed to upholding the law and ensuring that justice is served, including in complex matters. And that is why we will go out of our way and ensuring that whatever support the Major General requires in this case, it will be given to her. And I must indicate that the day before yesterday, we spent no less than 2 hours, almost all of us on the high table here, getting the report from the Major General and asking questions and giving guidance at the same time virtually. Now, through all of this, we are seeking to indicate to the nation that We are dealing with the matter and we are treating it with all the seriousness that it deserves, and have, as indicated to the Major General that whatever support, whatever guidance she needs, it is we're all at her disposal. Moving forward, we're going to focus more attention on the victim in terms of providing necessary support, assessments, and rehabilitation. And at this stage, I must indicate that we are working closely with the Premier of Eastern Cape and his whole team there, and we're in contact on a regular basis. And we appreciate the role that they are playing. But we do want at the same time to say that we would want to make an appeal that we leave room for the investigators to operate and lead all of us in these investigations. And in this case, it is Major General Lekgale and the team. But people who require to make inquiries, we do have the spokesperson of SAPS, we do have the spokesperson of the ministry, so that the questions get directed to them as more information or progress gets required. And we have the whole of the communications team in SAPS that are dealing with the matter. But what is important, as I end, is that we are assuring the public that we are quite involved in the matter, and we are monitoring all the developments and guidance being offered, support being offered, just to make sure that we arrive at a speedy conclusion of the matter, seeing that it's an emotional matter by nature. Even if we concluded within a week, it would have drawn all of our attention and would have elicited the kind of emotions that it is. We want to assure the family and the community of Matatiele, and I do want to say that we appreciate the cooperation that we've received from the mother right from the beginning and other relatives. She is the one who raised the matter over and above, raising her concerns on the investigation that was already taking place, highlighting one or two aspects that she was concerned about. And as indicated, we responded to her, and recently we've spoken to her on a number of occasions. We are therefore appealing for calm on the matter, while understanding the concerns which we share as a Department of SAPS, and are saying we are seized with the matter and will remain seized with it until conclusion of the whole investigation and court processes when they arise. Thank you very much.
That's it. It's best that you go and watch the rest of it yourself. I will watch the rest of it myself. Let me not keep you here. I will point out the things that matter. As the situation unfolds, I'll be speaking about it in other videos. You can have the rest of your day and enjoy yourself. Hope you like, hope you share, hope you comment, and you subscribe. I will be seeing you next time.